Hello, myself Saurabh Nosko, Assistant Professor of Chemistry at Kargi Memorial Institute of Technology. In my previous lecture, I discussed about periodic properties lecture 5. Today I will start atomic and molecular structure lecture 1. Draw and explain the energy level diagram for conductor, semiconductor and insulator. Conductor means the materials which can conduct electricity. Insulator means the material which cannot conduct electricity, and semiconductor is in between conductor and insulator. See, conductor means conducting materials are those in which plenty of free electrons are available for electrical conduction. Now, in terms of energy bands, conductors are those which have overlapping valence band, this is your valence band, and conduction bands, this is conduction band. In fact, there is no physical distance between these two bands. See, there is no physical distance, they are overlapping with each other. So, we can say plenty of free electrons are available for conduction of electricity in case of conductor, and this is the pictorial presentation of conductors. Now I will discuss semiconductors. Semiconductor is a material whose electrical properties lies in between conductors and insulators. For example, germanium and silicon. Thus, the semiconductors are neither good conductors nor good insulators, but their electrical properties lies in between conductor and insulators. In terms of energy bands, semiconductors are the materials which have empty conduction band. See, conduction band is empty here, and filled valence band. Valence band is filled with electrons, with a small energy gap separating the two. Here the energy gap between valence band and conduction band is small, so electron can jump from here to here and can conduct electricity. Now I will discuss insulators. Insulators are those materials in which valence electrons are bound tightly to their parent atom and thus require sufficiently large energy to remove them from the attraction of the nuclei. So in terms of energy bands, we can say insulators are those materials which have a filled valence band and empty conduction band and have very large energy gap between these two bands. See, in case of insulators, this is valence band which is filled with electrons, and this is conduction band which is empty of electrons. And the energy gap between valence band and conduction bands in case of insulator is very high. So electron cannot jump from valence band to conduction bands. That's why insulator cannot conduct electricity. Second question is, define intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. So semiconductor can be further divided into two categories. One is extrinsic, another is intrinsic. Intrinsic semiconductors. In such semiconductors, the energy gap between the valence band and the conduction band is very small, which allows promotion of an electron from valence band to conduction band even at low room temperature. Means at room temperature, electron can go from valence band to conduction band in case of intrinsic semiconductor because their energy gap is very low. But their electrical properties or electrical conductivity can be increased by increasing temperature, because with increasing temperature, breaking of covalent bond occurs for conducting electrons. That's why when you are increasing temperature, then covalent bond will break, and covalent bond consists of two electrons. So these two electrons will be free now, which can conduct electricity. That's why when we increase the temperature of an intrinsic semiconductor, then its conductivity increases. Now I will discuss another type of semiconductor, which is extrinsic semiconductors. Semiconductors in which impurity atoms are added with intrinsic semiconductor for increasing the conductivity are called extrinsic semiconductor. Means in extrinsic semiconductor we have to add impurity, and the process of adding impurity to intrinsic semiconductor is called doping. Now extrinsic semiconductors are of two types. One is N-type semiconductors and another is P-type semiconductors. N-type semiconductor means here the current is carried out by N means negatively charged electrons, and here the current is carried out by P means positively charged holes. Now see here, if a pentavalent element like arsenic, antimony or bismuth, here we are doping with antimony, this is pentavalent. When a pentavalent element like arsenic is incorporated in a tetravalent, this is tetravalent germanium crystal, then the 4 electron of pentavalent antimony will be utilized in the formation of covalent bond with germanium, and this will having 5 electrons, so 4 electrons will be involving in covalent bond with germanium. Now another extra electrons, and the remaining electrons will be free to move, and thus induces an enhanced conductivity. So here current is carried out by excess of negatively charged electrons. That's why this type of semiconductor is called N-type semiconductors. Okay. Now what is P-type semiconductors? Here a trivalent atom like boron, aluminium, gallium is incorporated into germanium crystal. Then the 3 electrons of this trivalent atom will be utilized in the formation of covalent bond with germanium, and one bond means this bond remains incomplete as the site is occupied by missing electrons, or we can say this is a hole. Now this hole can migrate here, electron can come here, again hole can migrate from here to here, electron can come here. So in this way here current will be carried out by this positively charged holes. That's why this type of semiconductor is called P-type semiconductor. How does conductivity depends on temperature? Okay. At 0 Kelvin temperature, all the semiconductors are insulators because they cannot conduct electricity. When temperature above 0 Kelvin, the conduction in semiconductor start. When you are giving temperature, then conduction will start due to the thermal energy. Some of the valence electron gain enough energy to jump over the energy gap into the conduction bands. Here to conduct electricity, electron has to be jumped from valence band to conduction bands. Now when you are giving temperature, then this valence band electron will gain enough thermal energy, so they can now jump from your valence band to conduction bands and conduct electricity. That's why if you increase temperature, then conductivity will increases. So we can say the probability of the jump of the electron from valence band to conduction band increases exponentially with a temperature. Consequently, the conductivity of a semiconductor increases with increasing semiconductor. In my next lecture, I will continue this atomic and molecular structure. Thank you.